SBR Eddie is a registered 2004 gelding. He stands over 16 hands. He's probably between 16.1, 16.2 hands. He does do 3 gaits. He wears a full bridle, and he is broke to drive. He's been shown quite a bit and is a nice show horse. He doesn't have a lot of quirks about him. He kind of does his job. You can see he stands to get on. We do have a header, but he's standing very quietly. And we're going to let you see, he walks off. He's very nice to do that with. We actually walked him around a couple times to let him loosen up, and I'm going to edit it real soon. Okay, he's been around a couple times, and now we're going to ask him to trot. His tail is braided up. He does have show shoes on in front, and I'm not really sure what he has on behind, whether he has shoes. He may be barefoot behind. He would be a good practice horse. He has a nice trot. He can step up. She's riding him a little slower, but he can step up and go a little quicker. We're going to just kind of let him trot around, then we're going to bring him down to a walk and then reverse. He's a nice solid horse. As you notice, he doesn't come off the rail. We are working him to get his head up. And that's something we do work on, just raising him up a little bit. He's kind of a game horse. He's not a beginner horse. He looks pretty easy here to ride, but he's a little game, not horrible. I mean, you need that when you show, so he can step up and do the smaller shows. I have not seen him with plates or country pleasure shoes. Since we've had him, he's been in show pleasure shoes, and that's the way he's shod. Not extreme, but he does have show pleasure shoes on. We've been working on the canter to make sure it's a little smoother and a little easier to start, so that's why we reversed him away from the rail, so that he wouldn't get confused with the canter cue and the reverse. He is not getting eared up here at all. This is just him going around the same old ring. He's consistent, needs to come up a little more, and you'll see her kind of bump him up. Again, stays to the rail. He doesn't have an agenda trying to take you into the middle, trying to get away with anything. He is a horse that if you hang on him and you have an inexperienced rider and they hang on him, he will tell on them. He'll let you know by kind of pulling down on the bridle. So I call these horses the informers. They tell me when the riders are hanging. This rider's really good with her hands and is keeping him up, and she's working him. So he's going through a process of getting raised up a little more, kind of switching some neck muscles around. She's going to, I believe, ask him to canter here. There you go. It's a pretty nice start. He's getting smoother. He anticipated his canter a little bit, and we've been working on that to try to get him to take a better start. And what I do with my rider is tell more control, softer cue. Don't over cue hit this horse. He's not one you need to over cue. And he comes down to a walk. She's going to reverse him. And there he reversed to the rail. She's just right now telling him whoa, so that he knows the difference between a canter cue. She's going to ask him to canter. She's going to collect him up. A lot of control, soft cue. He starts to pick up the wrong lead, and she stops him because she could feel that wasn't right. She didn't need to, but she did, and then she started again and got a little better start. So he's one that's one of the things he'll do. He'll kind of start funny. He felt and looked like he was going to go on the wrong lead. If you have any questions, contact Saddlebred Rescue. The phone number and the website are on the front of this video. If you call a phone, please leave a message.